So I'm hitting play. Don't really know what I'm going to say in this moment, but I feel like I have so many words and so many thoughts, and I'm not exactly sure what to do with them all, especially since I've been so on the go lately. Yesterday marked 2 weeks since my dad passed away. Um, yeah, so my feelings have definitely kind of been all over the place for different reasons. I do know that God has been at work and at hand throughout this whole process, even before he passed away, and he's ordered my steps. He's helped me to forgive, helped me to apologize, helped me to process all of these feelings. But the time that you think that you have in life, you really don't have it. You really don't have it. You really don't have it. Um, my spirit is very, very vexed. I woke up this morning and ended up finding out that Tamar Braxton had been rushed to the hospital, and just to think that not only did I survive depression and suicidal thoughts, but I'm overcoming them. Like, it's a constant thing to where I have to take authority over my thoughts. I have to always watch and listen for what thoughts that the enemy are sending my way, and then of course cast them down, of course replace them with positive thoughts and replace them with the truth, because the thoughts that the devil sends us, they're lies. And so if you begin to relive lies and replay lies in your head and rehearse them in your speech and stuff, it becomes a reality. It becomes your reality. So when you have thoughts of feeling or being unworthy or unappreciated, you begin to become that. And you begin to exemplify that in your actions. So I'm very, very vexed. My spirit is very, very vexed, because I want her to survive. I don't want her to die. I want her to have this grand testimony of how God rescued her, how God pulled her back, how God allowed her to live, to see another day. So my heart just goes out to her. My heart goes out to her family, because I know how hard it is to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and to face life, to face reality, to face your family, to face even your fears, to face hurt and disappointment. I don't know what it is to be Tamar Braxton, but I do know what it is to be a woman. I do know what it is to be a wife. I do know what it feels like to be a mother and to be someone who everyone is calling upon. Everyone is saying, hey, help me. Hey, encourage me. But what happens, and who is there for the person who needs encouragement? I know those feelings also well, but I also know that there's a God who comes to rescue us. There's a God who is the God of peace, and he gives us the words to say. He gives us the encouragement. He gives us his word, and he gave us his son. Jesus came and he died upon the cross for our sins. He came to be the one who will set us free. He said, I came to set the captives free. I was a captive. I was a captive, and if I would let the enemy have his way, I would still be a captive. So my spirit is just so vexed, just knowing that the world has been experiencing so much loss. Families are experiencing loss, and they're experiencing loss without any closure, any understanding. But what God does gives us, he gives us his peace. And those were some of the last words that I was speaking to my dad every time that he, was startled or he was anxious. I'll say, God, our dad, God has given you peace. He said, peace is what I've given to you. So even in the midst of what feels like chaos and what is chaos and dysfunction, God has given you peace. God has given me peace, even with just coming to grips and going through my grieving process. My grieving process may not look like yours. It may not look like my siblings or my mom, but it is still a process that I have to go through. and that I have to process. I think my main thing is just the time. I thought I had more time. I thought I had more time. I thought I was going to have another opportunity to come back up, to go back up to my dad's room and, squeeze his hand that still had life in there, a body that still had breath in it. And I didn't have that time. I stepped away. I stepped away for a little bit, say, Dad, I'll be right back. I didn't have that time. So when it comes to your family, your loved ones, tell them exactly what they mean to you. Tell them how much you love them. Show them how much you appreciate them. Don't let hurt and rejection and dysfunction, don't let those things separate you from your family, your friends, and even pride. Like, pride is a big thing. Pride will lie to you and paint a picture of life and of people that isn't what it really is. Pride will say you don't need help. Pride will say you can do this on your own. Rejection will steer you in the wrong way too. Feelings of abandonment. Ask me how I know. Like, I know. Sitting here in Jacksonville and I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave to go back to Maryland, but I know that things are going to be okay when it comes to my family, when it comes to my mom. And even I feel like starting over, like I was telling my mom, my family, like this is another chapter in our lives. It's time for us to start over and we can rewrite it. Like I told my mom yesterday, like grief can either, we can allow grief, us to go through this process and whatever we're going through, it can either heal us or it can kill us. And it may not kill us physically, but it can kill us emotionally. It can kill us spiritually. It could kill us just from the inside out, where we become so upset and bitter and resentful and just angry and mad and stay in a place of anger. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be upset, but we can't stay in that. We can't stay in that place. It won't do us any good. So we have to choose to heal. We have to choose to forgive. We have to choose to, we have to choose life. That's what God, I was reminded, God tells us, choose life. Today I choose life and everything that comes along with life. It may not be the way that we want it to be, but we still have life. We still have breath in our body. We still have an opportunity to love and hug one another. We still have an opportunity to grow on this side of heaven. We still have an opportunity to exercise, to be our best self, to be our most authentic self. So I think I don't know, the message I'm trying to convey is just to get healed, be healed. Use the time that you have to tap into your purpose. What is your purpose? Who are you supposed to help? Who are you supposed to reach? What population of people are you supposed to influence? Love your kids, love your family, love your spouses. You don't have the time that you think. You really don't. So maximize your day. Whatever you're going to do today, write a list. Do something that's going to help benefit your future, help benefit your future self. Don't wait until tomorrow. That's what the Bible tells us. Like, tomorrow will take care of itself. All right, I think I'm going to sign off. I love y'all. If nobody ever told you, I love you. Okay? I'm WJW's daughter. I'm Giggy's daughter. I'm Willie James Woods' daughter. And his legacy will not be forgotten. His life will not be forgotten. What he's taught me, what he didn't teach me, um, will not be forgotten. And I'm still a better person because he was my father. I love you guys.